welcome to my review for Ratchet and Clank Full Frontal Assault. And I gotta explain the perspective of this review. So the game is obviously geared around multiplayer, and that could be local co-op multiplayer or of course online multiplayer. And I've tried neither of those at this point. I only played the campaign single player. I love the Ratchet and Clank games. I skipped over All for One because I felt that was going to be too focused on multiplayer. This one I had a little bit higher hopes of the single player campaign, but it's definitely, for me, the weakest title I've played in the Ratchet and Clank series. I understand why they wanted to keep things fresh, but the gimmick of the tower defense mechanics don't feel like much more than that, just a gimmick. The tower defense concepts require a lot of back and forth in the levels, because as soon as you go out and start exploring and you're collecting bolts and trying to get a lay of the land and find all the little areas, you're constantly called back to defend your base. I never seem to rack up enough bolts where I feel comfortable just saying, all my towers will take care of it. I always got to be back there to help with the defense.
Enemy dropship now on approach.
And as such, it always feels like an interruption as opposed to a fun part of the gameplay. You got lots of weapons to pick from, lots of old favorites you've seen in other Ratchet and Clank games, and you don't have to buy them this time. You just have to get to the machines that give you access to them, and these machines always give you a choice of 2 guns to pick, so you have to plan your strategy that way. Instead of spending money on weapons, you're spending them on your tower defenses. So that could be things like turrets or mines or shields, those types of things. So although there are weapons there, there's very little platforming to be had. The areas don't feel very large to me. And it was really the last mission that I found that was the best, as it felt much closer to classic Ratchet and Clank action. So if you're going in expecting there to be a strong single-player campaign available, I don't think it has it. It had the budget fun to accompany the budget price it launched with. And for me, A Crack in Time is still the shining point for Ratchet and Clank this generation. And in the meantime, I look forward to the next full, classic Ratchet and Clank installment.
Why are you not running? Did you not get the memo? Mr. Zircon will be here. You are dead, and you are dead, and you are dead.